Finish, aula.
Furniture? I don't understand.
Finish, aula, finish.
Oh, well, anyway, in London you have the Big Ben, right? The Big Ben is a very famous thing there. The what? The clock. And also we have the monarchy, as you know. They are not democracy there. The regime of the country is monarchy. So they have the queen and king, and so you have the Buckingham Palace. You have the exchange of the guard is very famous. And when the queen is there, the flag is up, the British flag, and then the Queen's flag is up. When both are up, the Queen is there. And it's possible to visit the Buckingham Palace when the Queen is there. Rarely in summertime, they appear. You can see them, you can talk to them, but of course, a lot of security and a lot of, you cannot get really close to her, but you have a feeling that you have seen the Queen, but she's quite far away from. It's very interesting when you go there to see these small differences. And by the way, a very big difference is that when we drive, our steering wheel, steering wheel is on the left side. In England, it's on the right side. All the roundabouts, everything is all the way around. You look, what? You are looking on the wrong side normally, because we are so used to it. Do you want to explain to them, Vanessa, or they understand me? Do you think they understand me?
I think they understand so.
Okay. So you can ask guys anytime, anything, okay? You can ask to them, you can ask to me, anything, right? Let's go on. So this is a very interesting thing, because when you go out of the metro, there you have a sign, look that way, because we are not used to it. And well, England is a very tourist place, so a lot of people get confused there. In Japan, they drive this way. In England, and I don't know, in Canada, a few other places, but Hong Kong, I think they drive on the other way. But the rest of the world, they drive like us. So they have a sign, look left, look right, when you get out, before you cross the street. It's very interesting, this too. It's very interesting. Small details, but make our life, of course, interesting. It's always nice to go there. You see so many new things, and everything is new. The food, fish and chips. All the British people, they do you like fish and chips? They ask you. It's like rice and beans here.
What is fish and chips?
Fish and chips. Fish and chips, potato. French fries. They don't call it French fries. They call chips. There are few words in England, they have their own way to say it. Even though in English, the real grammar English is different. But few words they say like this, fish and chips. It's like rice and beans for us. They will ask you, do you like fish and chips? And even in the McDonald's, you can buy a different thing. You can order fish and chips in McDonald's too. There, it's different. It's different. And another thing I want to tell you about the things, the money, the places to see, and of course, Oxford and Cambridge are very famous universities, right? Around the world. And Harvard no. Oxford and Cambridge are very famous, so they are the oldest universities, right? And it's a very nice place to visit too. I don't know if I can ask you to show a video to them. There is a video in English, if you if they can see later, the best place to visit in London. It's very short video and they will love it to see the places, to see the buses that is red and has 2 floors, and they still have the phone cabinet. You remember? You don't remember, Vanessa, but
I never went
past,
to England.
yes, in the
I
past.
don't know.
In the past, we have the phone, how do you call it? The phone box outside the street, you know? On the
Yes,
street.
the red one, I know.
Yes, and in England, they have the cabinet, it's a red cabinet. They still have it there. Even though everybody has a mobile, everybody has a other way to communicate nowadays.
One moment.
Yes?
Javier, one question.
Yes?
Yeah. Okay.
Javier, one question.
Do you have any questions? Please ask.
Javier?
Essa eu não vou responder.
No, to ask a question, okay?
Você tem alguma pergunta?
É difícil conseguir o passaporte?
Onde foi a origem do coronavírus?
That's not a question.
In English, please. In English,
The
please.
origin was in Wuhan, China, right? And you know that everywhere in the internet you can find out. Wuhan, how do you call it? In China, right?
Okay, someone asked about the passport. How to get the passport?
To Polícia Federal and order your passport anytime. It's not difficult to get a passport.
Eu aqui.
And as a Brazilian, we don't need visa to most of the countries. We can go there without a visa, but we are allowed to stay there 90 days. It's a tourist visa. Anywhere you go in the world, you can have 90 days pass. Of course, in the USA, you need a permission to visit there. But in Europe, in Russia, in China, we don't need visa. Brazilian passport, they don't need visa. Most of the countries. And you can go to England for a month. You can study there for a month in a school. You can live in a family house. I did that in the past. It was very nice experience. And I lived in the house. Sorry?
Adriana, one
Yes?
of the girls want to make a question.
Yes, please. Go on.
Who says?
I have a question.
Yes, go on.
Júlio.
Okay. Did you feel any difference in the quality of food from Brazil to the United States?
To United States?
Yeah.
Yes. United States. We are, okay, yes. The food is different because every country has its own, how do you call it? Its own habits. We, from USA to us, we are not so used to have lunch. We have lunch, we have bread and hamburgers a lot, but we are not so used to it. They eat this every day. We are not used to it. The food is different, and the quantity of sugar and many other components of the food that makes you feel like full or make you feel a little bit with diarrhea, you know, make your stomach work a lot because we are not used to. The food is not bad or good, just different. I've been to India, I've been to China, and you have to get used to the food. Just get used to it. Few days, it takes few days, few weeks. It's not like a magic. Everything is in a process, right?
Right. Okay.
Okay, next question.
Eu.
Yes?
What is it like to live with home skinners?
Home skinners. What do you mean by home skinners?
Posso falar em português?
Yes?
Go.
Como é conviver com a saudade de casa?
Ah, homesickness. Ah, okay. That's one of the disadvantages I'm gonna talk about too. Because when you are there, you have so good experiences and so many things going on. And if you are there for a month, weeks, doesn't matter. You have so many new things. You may forget about the people you love, your parents. But then when you want to share something, they are not there, you are alone. Maybe you are there wake, but they are sleeping. The time difference now is like 4 hours. Here is 4 hours in front of us. So when you are alone outside, especially if it's your first time. So I would say to you, make a short trip. Make like 2-3 weeks, 1 month, then you come back and then you go again. That helps you to get used to it, right?
Ok.
More questions, guys?
I have a question. Again.
Yes, go on.
Okay. Looking at the economy of Brazil and the United States, which country would you prefer to live in?
To live? Yeah, I am a very hard person to ask that. As Vanessa knows, I have been fighting all my life to live here in Brazil. Because, well, I have a very special situation. He is from Finland, and Finland has the best education, has security, everything else. But when you talk about where you live better, I rather stay here. Do you want to know why? Hello? Because
More or less.
Because here is our country. Here we are used to the things, and for the most important thing is the weather for me. The most important thing, we have a tropical country. When you go to a place like England, USA is a very big country, but like England, most of the days it's raining there. They have a very nice summer. They love summer. They are all riding a bike on their skates. But the weather is something very important for my life. I get depressed when I live in a country that's dark and cold and rainy, you know. I don't like that very much. Because of my husband's work, we've been living around the world, but I have problems here. But we also have many good things. On the news, there are only bad things going on. But it's not only bad things here, right?
Right.
Or what do you think, Ezequiel? Do you think it's only bad things here? Yeah.
Don't understand nothing.
Okay. Never mind. Vanessa.
Yes. If you think, Ezequiel, Brazil is bad to live.
Yeah, more or less.
No, but you have your business. You are good here. You have your business. You don't seem to be very sad here.
Vou falar em português mesmo, porque...
All right, you can do that.
Na verdade, eu acho o Brasil muito bom para algumas coisas e ruim para outras, na verdade, né? Acho que para viver, eu vejo que outros países são bem melhores. Eu, por exemplo, tenho a vontade de morar em Portugal.
Você, Espanha?
Yes, I've been to Spain, yes.
Então, eu tenho um desejo de morar em Portugal. Dizem que Portugal é uma cidade muito bacana para viver. Apesar de ser mais cara, né? Dizem que tem um custo de vida muito alto.
Cara pra caramba, ó.
Very high.
Só que a qualidade de vida dizem que é muito boa também.
Yeah, of course, there are many good points and bad points. I am just different in a sense that I've been many places, but I rather be here.
She loves Brazil. That's it.
Yeah, I rather be here because I love this weather. We can sleep with the windows open most of the year round. Where can you do that? The weather is wonderful.
You have a question, Jair?
Today, you feel like, wow, where is the sun?
Posso perguntar?
Yeah.
Sun 3 months, like in England. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Como a gente vê o coronavírus?
What?
Pode ficar. Eu quero fazer uma pergunta.
Yes, what? You can say that. You can say
Thank
in
you.
Portuguese.
Como a gente vai vencer o coronavírus que várias gente não está respeitando as normas e ministros estão saindo do caso? Demitidos lá.
My love, that's a very hard question. I think you are too young to discuss that yet.
Essa pergunta nem o Bolsonaro consegue responder às vezes.
That makes it clear, you know? I think you are too young to discuss that, right?
Nossa, obrigado por estar me zoando, hein?
Não, mas é verdade mesmo.
I'm not. No
Jair,
way.
it's a funny question, okay? Funny, just funny question.
All right. Let's hope the virus doesn't respect our minister.
Nem o Bolsonaro sabe fazer essa pergunta, nem responder?
É difícil essa pergunta que você fez, é uma pergunta que a gente não consegue responder. Realmente.
A pergunta mais difícil do mundo.
What?
Só posso perguntar. Não, a pergunta mais besta que eu já ouvi. Quem viu primeiro, o ovo ou a galinha?
That's very hard.
That's
very hard to know.
Or the chicken.
I think the chicken, yes.
Yeah. Daphne? One question. A Daphne tá quietinha hoje. A Daphne fala bastante. Hello, Daphne.
Go, please.
Hello.
Daphne Coraline.
Manda umas 3 questões aí, Daphne.
Ou 50. Mais difíceis, tá?
How long have you been studying English?
Well, I studied English when I was in high school, like you, in a school and high school, and then I went to England. I lived there for 6 months in England, in the south of England, Bournemouth. And then I got my degree there, and that was it. I studied, many years at school, and then I went to live in England. And of course, I travel quite much, let's say.
Mais uma, Daphne.
Aí?
But I believe, Daphne, you learn English everywhere today. You have songs, you have everything is in English, mostly mobile manual or TV manual, everything, right? You can read in English. You can visit virtually anywhere in the world nowadays. You can just be in in London, in these places I told you, in Big Ben. You can make a virtual trip to most interesting places in London by internet, right?
What's your favorite country you visit?
I think I love the most Italy. Italy because I have my roots there. My father was born in Italy, and my grandfather from my mother's side was also born in Italy.
Your father is Italian?
Yes, my father was born in Italy.
I didn't know.
And from my mother's side, one of them was from Italy and the other from Portugal. And I think I mostly like Italy, north of Italy, by the way. North of Italy, Milan, Venice, that place is very interesting. It's not so cold, it's not so dark, it's good. I like it.
Okay. Okay. Leonardo, one question?
Sup? Eu tenho uma questão assim.
In English, please.
Okay. How is the quarantine in your house?
What?
Quarantine.
Quarantine, all right. It's boring.
Quarantine ou quarentena.
Yes, quarantine. Yes, quarantine. It's boring because you cannot do the things you are used to do. You cannot go out, you have only to visit the supermarket and the drugstore. Come on.
Você só vai no supermercado e só...
Drugstore, pharmacy, yes.
Okay.
And then you are much at home, and we have no holidays, and everybody is at home. I cannot visit my mother, and things like that. It's a strange thing.
What like in the United States?
Oh, I don't understand what in the United States. What I like.
Ou London, né? Você tá em Londres, na verdade.
Yeah. I'm in London today. Can you make the question again? I don't understand. What do
you like to eat in the London?
In London, fish and chips. Fish and chips is nice. It's nice because it's common when they have so specialties, and everywhere you can have the best fish and chips in the city. It's nice. It's like here, to eat rice and beans, you eat rice and beans everywhere is different, right?
Okay.
And yeah, I want to tell you that, and I want really you to go virtually to London today and check there the Big Ben, the Buckingham Palace, the London Bridge. It's very nice places. And if you go to Oxford, Cambridge, they are very famous universities.
Okay.
Yes.
Vinny boy, can you ask a question? No? You don't want? Okay.
I have a question.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Go, Julio.
Did you feel strange living in a totally different place?
Oh, what different places I live?
Did you feel strange living in a totally different place?
If I feel different when I live in a different place?
Strange. Strange.
Yes.
Ah, strange, yes. I tell you something. When you go on a trip, you go for a month. For example, to England, to USA, anywhere. And then you see a lot of things, you have a lot of experiences, you grow up. You grow up a lot. You see different people and you learn how to solve small problems. Like in your normal life, you don't have it. But then when you come back home, the people, they are the same. They have been to the same places. They didn't change anything. When you come back, you changed a bit. You have grown a lot, you have learned, you have seen so many things. So when you come back, you feel strange. Very strange. First, you are there, you have to decide your things. What you are gonna eat, when you are gonna wake up, sleep, or take a shower or not, or what. But when you come back, you have your mother. Blah, blah, blah. You have to do this, you have to do that. Or your mother or your mother, somebody who takes care of you. So they are here, they didn't move, they didn't have the experience. So you feel that you are able to do a lot of things. I'm so free and so big. But then when you come home, everything is just the same. They treat you the same. At the first moment, you feel very strange. But then you come back, then that's it. We have 5 minutes remaining.
Okay.
All right, guys, ask something. 5 minutes, let's go.
How old are you?
I'm very old.
How old are you?
I'm very old. How old is your parents?
Eu tenho uma pergunta.
Yes?
Wait, higher. Leonardo, how old is your parents? Okay, your father, your mother.
Ah, quantos anos meus parentes têm?
Yes.
Your father, your mother.
Yes.
My mother, 36-year old.
Yeah.
My father, 42 years old.
Yeah, I'm like your father, you know.
Okay. Go higher.
Posso?
Yes.
Por que nós ficamos quarentena que várias gente ficam saindo na rua sem máscara?
They want to get the virus, you know. They want to have the experience to get the virus.
Okay. Veronica? Hi, Veronica.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine,
I'm
thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. One question, please.
Yes. Yes.
Manda uma, Verônica.
Okay.
Uma bem difícil.
What's your routine like?
What's my routine?
Yes.
I wake up at 7:30 and then I take my breakfast and then I change my clothes and then I have some days I go out for a walk I start studying because I'm studying to be a teacher, and that was my dream. And around 12, I have my lunch break. And around 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock, I have my tea. In England, they have tea, 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock is the time of tea, by the way. Well, I have 3 o'clock. Mas 6:30, I have my dinner.
Eu tenho uma.
Guys,
Yes,
finish.
Go on.
Não temos mais tempo para responder.
Go on. One more, go on.
Vai fechar. Vai fechar. Menos de 1 minuto.
Quantos idiomas?
Quantos idiomas você fala? Mas aí vamos ficar para o próximo capítulo.
I think no one. But
aguarde as cenas do próximo capítulo.
It was very nice to talk to you. I love it. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye. I love it.
Eu vou mandar esse vídeo no YouTube, beleza? Vou mandar o canal para vocês depois. Dá uma assistida lá e separem perguntas para a próxima sexta-feira. Ok?
Alright.
Essa é uma das perguntas.
Bye. Bye, guys.
Marcel, quando você vai postar?
Guys, 40 minutes of
Hoje,
talk.
que horas?
Daqui a pouco.
Eu
mando no grupo.
Beleza.
Fechou, gente. Um abraço. Tchau.
Guys, thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.